Hey guys, Steve, amateur historian. I'm on my way home from work. I've got a little bit of light left. I was planning on originally doing something different, filming wise, but I decided I wanted to, for my feature I just did, for my opening credit sequence, because my lead character, she works she's like a property analyst. I think is the best way to describe who she is. Like, these properties that have either been sitting waiting to be sold, or properties that, like, you know, the place she works for were recently hired on to, you know, prepare to be sold. And, you know, she gives, you know, she does analysis and gives information and pretty much helps them decide what to charge for properties and things of that nature. So I thought it would be cool for the opening title sequence, because I don't have a specific title sequence in place. I'm gonna go around doing a little bit of it today, and then I have Saturday off, and I'm gonna be doing a little bit on Saturday because I'm gonna be out filming other things anyway. I want to film a series of different, like, houses and buildings that have been, or that are in a state of being vacated. Like, they're just empty, they're boarded up, they got graffiti on them, you know, places like that. Places that are most likely not abandoned, but have that look to them, to kind of, because at that point in the movie you don't really know quite what she does yet, so it's kind of it's a tell, but it's something that early in the film you might be watching and being like, why is the title sequence like this? So I'm going to get a few shots before I get home. It's starting to get dark, but I'm kind of using that as, you see this at the start of the day, so what is approaching nighttime for me is going to be more morning for the film. Sun's not going down, the sun's just starting to come up. And there's lots of places that are kind of pseudo boarded up or vacated along Powell up here and then on Division. And I'm going to try to do both. I don't know, it's already getting dark, and it might take a little too long, but I'm going to try to get what I can before I get home. And yeah, that's the plan. And also, as a guy who's already had his camera ripped off of him once, I'm gonna be very, like, in and out with my camera bag and stuff. Very out, get a shot, put the camera away. Out for a shot, put the camera away. This isn't like a horribly bad area, but it's not great. And I don't need any druggies or douchebags accosting me because I've got a nice camera. I will kick them in the mouth, I swear to God. After what happened last time, don't even ask me about my camera. If you look remotely sketch, I will lose my mind. So, I'm taking the necessary precautions. Again, it's not terrible, but gotta be safe in this world. Oh, hello. Pooches. I didn't even see them. They're the quietest dogs I've ever seen. I even kind of startled them a little bit, and they were just kind of like, what's up? Anyway, here we go. The amateur historian. And of course, like clockwork, the first boarded up place I wanted to get just down the road from here has got a bunch of really, I mean, above par sketchy squatters just in front of it. Any number of which might run at me in a violent, confused fury, I don't know. So I'm gonna let that one go, maybe till tomorrow, but one shot done and I didn't get accosted. I think the next one, I think most of it is not really in use. It's literally a couple of buildings down. There's this Food Depot building, like right here. looks, it's got like overgrown bushes on it. The Food Depot sign is real beat to hell. It looks like people have probably been squatting there at some point. Next thing, I'm heading on 86th. I'm actually heading right back towards work, so I've gone around in a big circle. And there's a house that's been boarded up for a little while up here. That was fenced off, now it's kind of not. It's just kind of sitting there waiting for something to happen. Kind of an ugly green color. I think it'll be just swell. Son of a bitch. House has sat there boarded up for months. And apparently in the last week, they decided to fix it up. I mean, that still almost kind of works for what I'm going for, but son of a bitch. Anyway, moving along. It's already like practical, like we're maybe 5-10 minutes from sunset. I don't really know what else I'm gonna get that isn't gonna look too dark. So this place behind me isn't abandoned, even though I got a video of it. Oh, how convenient. Someone laid out the reddish carpet. But anyway, yeah, that place isn't abandoned, but it sure does look like it. Now I'm walking like one of these small residential in-between roads. Actually, this is kind of a nice street. Because this area, a lot of these little through roads between Powell and Division are not good. Some of them are like very frightening to go down when you're just kind of walking, you know. This one's actually kind of nice and quiet. Okay, I take it back. This is kind of a weird street. That guy was in a suit and he was just listening to some music, and just as I was about to pass him, he just started like running down the street in a suit. Smells like weed. Okay, well, unexpected. There was a house that's actually getting fixed up, but a kind of greenish house. Well, it's not kind of green, it's green as hell, but anyway, house back there. It's all boarded up. Someone was there working on it. Some of the windows are new. It's nice to see some of these houses that are boarded up actually getting some rejuvenation. But yeah, just walking between here and Division, stumbled onto that, so awesome. Well, I was losing light a lot quicker than I thought I was going to. I forget we're behind these buildings and we have the West Hills, and sunset's a little earlier, but got a few shots and pretty much got what I could. And I figured my character probably wakes up pretty early for work. She has an important job. She probably gets up at like 6:30. So I got some shots of what is kind of, can't really see it that well, but sunset. It looks a lot like a sunrise. So I got a couple of shots that could signify she's waking up and leaving for work at, 7 a.m. or whatever. But that's it for my first little jaunt. I really didn't have time to get that much, but I got like 5 or 6 shots. So now I'm just going to the max and going home and waking up and doing life all over again. Because I want to go back to that, because it's such eye candy for what I'm trying to do with the opening credit sequence of my movie. Oh, excuse me. I was like yawning and belching at the same time, but oh god. Anyway, gross. So yeah, no, I want to go back to that one building. There's this building along Powell. It looks like it's kind of like a little tiny old restaurant, something like that. It's totally closed down and boarded up. It's perfect for what I want. From like this string of opening credit clips. But yesterday there was a very sketchy group of people. There was a guy and a woman, and they both looked just out of their frickin' minds. And they were just kind of squatting there. I noticed there was a lot of trash kind of lingering there. But anyway, I'm going to try to go back and hit that spot. There's also an old beat-up unpaved road that, for all I know, has been paved since. I mean, the house I wanted to video yesterday suddenly finally was getting work done on it right when I wanted it. Really needed it to look like crap. But yeah, I can get like a gravelly road. I'm just kind of showing the more kind of forgotten, ignored elements of the city for my opening credit sequence. So I got a shot of the property right over my shoulder. There's a big one back there. It's fenced off. It's got a sign there that says no trespassing, so it has that like, we're about to redevelop this property look to it, which is the only reason I wanted a shot of it. That property back there has sat vacant for over a decade minimum, and it just sat there. No fence, just sat there. And then some homeless people started camping on the outskirts of the property, like, you know, here. Not even on the property, just on the, you know, sidewalk around it. The moment that happened, they put a big dumbass fence up with all these no trespassing signs. Like these people were invading their property, or, you know, bringing their property value down like they were gonna be there forever. And it's like, dude, you haven't done anything with this property in over a decade. Like, what do you think is gonna happen? It was just such a rich, heartless dickhead move. Anyway, I could see the place I want to get. It looks like it's a little old drive-through business that I wanted to get yesterday, but there was these sketchy people around it. From here, I don't see anybody yet. But even if I have to get it from a crazy far-off angle where they can't see me or whatever, I'm getting a shot of this damn place. Yeah, if you look through the trees, it's a little blurry, but yeah, just dead ahead right here is this. It's got a little bit of tagging on it. It's been closed down. Yeah, it looks like a little fast food type business, maybe like a little Mexican fast food restaurant. I don't really remember exactly what was in there. Here's my next immediate problem is red lights. So I have vehicles blocking my path that hopefully this light will turn soon. So I'm just gonna wait till this freaking light turns red up here. Meanwhile, getting my shot set up. Ah, come on. Okay. This is not remotely... Okay. Hold on a second, bitch. Okay. I just got a shot now of this property over here, where there used to be like a little like diner restaurant place. And as I was getting the shot, there was like a police vehicle that went by, and I was like, oh man, it's gonna hassle me for a permit. Even though I'm just a guy with a camera, I could be taking photographs for all he knows, and nothing more. Nothing more. And now, if you look, oh, they're turning this into a Black Bear Diner. Fucking A, man. This was a Skipper's, and man, they are making some freaking progress on this. I didn't know this was gonna become a Black Bear Diner. I'm actually very fine with that. Stuff just getting shifted so much around here. Yeah, look at this. Wow, progress. No trespassing, guys. Oh shit, this is dangerous. Oh lord. And just now got a shot of that construction going on behind me, because I figured that fits. They're revitalizing that property, as long as I don't get the Black Bear Diner sign in the shot, for the sake of not showing their company's logo, and also not letting you know that it's already being transformed into something. Therefore, like, in the context of my film, the lead character wouldn't be really dealing with it anymore. But I got like 4 shots. That's not bad for the, 30 to 40 minutes before you go to work.